Spirit's talking about you kind of moving through, they're calling it like the shadow realm, but it's actually the dark reflective parts of your nature. It's the deep dive into the sides of you that you kind of haven't been paying attention to. And they're rumbling up to the surface right now. Spirit's asking you to have a lot of strength and to have a lot of courage. They're pretty adamant that courage is what you need right now. Somebody right now is fearing movement. They're fearing change. And they're saying that the fear that you hold in your mind is greater than actually doing the thing that you fear. And they're calling you to face that fear. For somebody in here, they're talking about letting go of what no longer serves you. And they're talking about turning away while it gets taken out. And when they're saying it, they mean it in the sense of releasing like a mask or an old you. They're talking about growing pains here. But with growing pains comes healing. And they're talking about this re-remembrance of who you are and the interconnectedness of things. And they're saying that you have outgrown something. You have outgrown a piece of yourself, but this is a large piece. And this is a piece of yourself that not only have you been adding to for the last couple of years now, but you've actually been nurturing. And they're saying that you've now outgrown it. So you got to let it go. And this is where you're running into a lot of, they're calling it like a struggle, like a lot of pushback from your subconscious, but they're saying that you're not wholeheartedly understanding this as pushback yet. You just don't feel like that's what you should do. And it's like, actually, you know that that's what you should do. Your subconscious doesn't want you to do it though. Because there's like this thought that in stepping down a different path, you would be failing, or you would be, not completing what you set out to do. And they're just being very distinct in telling you this is not your rut. This is not your old cyclical patterns. Staying in your mask, and they almost said ego, but they changed it. Staying in your mask is put you with unlikely allies, is what they're saying. Unprovincial? I think they're saying unprovincial, which I need to look up, so don't quote me on that one. That's not a word I typically fucking use. But I am hearing untrustworthy. So if you are finding yourself kind of being pulled into your shadow realm, your dark mirror realm, they're talking about you really needing to take a good look at the other pieces and parts of yourself, the other sides. They're calling it your shadow walk. And there's some things you need to let go of, and they do have you gripping on pretty hard here. But they're saying that sometimes the harder you hold on to something, the more you hurt yourself. Bye, B.